Shine by Collective Soul for Barcode Ali. That's why we learned to do drop C sharp tuning. So put your guitar in drop C sharp tuning, and if you don't know how, there's a video I made yesterday. The link will be in the description. Okay, great. So the first thing, this song is an exercise in your right hand and an exercise in rhythm. The reason I like this song-based approach, you'll never see me do a video that says, okay, here are the first 5 things you need to know to play the guitar, is because if you learn all of the songs you want to learn, you will eventually learn how to play the guitar one way or another. All right, and it's way more fun that way. Great. So we're in drop C sharp tuning, and you're going to put your pointer finger on the G string 9th fret, and then you're going to strum the D string and the G string only, and then you're going to hammer on to the G string 11th fret. And then you're going to pluck the D string twice more, and then the G string once more. So I'm going to say tuna for tuna, boom, boom, da. Tuna, boom, boom, and da. Tuna, boom, boom, da. Boom. Watch my frets. Da, boom, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom. Tuna, boom, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom, da, boom, da, boom, boom. Of course, my pointer finger went 9, 11, 11, 9, 7, 7. That's the first half of that really cool riff. Then, tuna again, just like we did at the beginning, and then you're up to the 14th fret on the G string, and then you're going to alternate between the D and the G strings, and the G string is going to go 7, 9, 11. So that was tuna, boom, boom, da, boom, 14, boom, da, boom, da, boom, da. Great, that's it. So, and then, since we're in drop C sharp, which recall is the same as drop D, and in drop D, power chords are just on the fat 3 strings, we're going to do a drop C sharp power chord on the 10th fret. So just 10, 10, 10 on the E, used to be E, you know, A, and used to be D strings. This rhythm is equally weird as the whole tuna bit. Okay, so on, off, off, on. Stop thinking for a second. Then alternating off and on twice. Off, on, 2 offs. Then alternating starting on twice. On, off, on. Smoother. On, off, on. Thought, comma. Off, on. 2 offs. Off. On, off. And when you put that together, and then you do that same you might want to write that down and yeah, like look at it. Do it like 12 times and it'll suddenly make sense. Whereas you might feel lost, you know, sort of right on the offset. Just do it without thinking. Don't use your brain. Just do it and look at it. And then it'll suddenly make sense. Then you do the exact same thing either on the 5th fret or the 17th fret. I think one of them goes down, guitar right goes down, and guitar left goes up, or vice versa. I don't know. I couldn't tell, so I kind of think it's maybe a brain trick. It sounded like both or either, so it was probably both. Your other option, if you don't want to, like if you're playing an acoustic guitar and you want to do this, by the way, you can do this song in drop D. It'll just be in the key of D instead of C sharp, and when Collective Soul plays this song live, sometimes they play it in D instead. Yeah, so if you don't want to go up to 17, counting, but you want the high notes there, you can play like your old-fashioned, regular old power chord on the 10th fret of the A string, 12, 12 on D and G. Just don't strum this low, now C sharp string. You can go. You strum it, of course, for the offs, but not the ons. So now we have. off there. Sometimes I make it a pull off instead of a pluck. It really doesn't matter. Do whatever's comfortable for you there. Because it's kind of fast. I think I did that one wrong, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, the pre-chorus is super duper fun and easy. Thank goodness you've made it. If you're still here, this is your reward. You're gonna go. So, open, 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 3, pull off, open, open, 3, pull off, open, 3, open, 5. Who saw that coming? And then, same sort of thing, so I'll do that real slow here. It's easier to do. It's easier to watch than to absorb. I think this is one of these things, especially because we're all so familiar with this riff. 5, 6. 5, 6, and then we're into the chorus, which is, so those were all drop C sharp, drop D style power chords. You can play all 3 fat strings for that whole bit. And then the chorus is 10th fret, 5th fret, and then even better than playing a D chord in drop D, which you get to strum everything for, is playing a D shape in drop C sharp. So we're going to play our D shape, right? We can call it a D, but if there's a piano player or a flautist in the room, we need to call it a C sharp or else they won't know what to play. Yeah, so it's the best thing ever. So we got 10, 5, D. And then of course there's that lead part, which is all, you bend the G string on the 11th fret. You can't do both, pick, so you can start it, and then down to D, and then it's all G string 11th fret, G string 14th fret. And the cool thing about that is you can do both, because since that's an open, C sharp power chord, you can strum those 3 and the G string during that part. So if you want to be really fancy, you can do this. Or just regular rhythm part. Then we have the, I'm just doing this because it's fun. Yeah. Then we have the solo, which of course is another video. I think we could do the solo. Yeah. Anyone want the solo? But the rhythm part for the solo is 4 measures of D. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, followed by 2 measures of this chord, which is C, by the way. 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, followed by, that's the 10th fret, followed by 2 measures of the 5th fret, which is G. So here's the count. D, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 10th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, and then definitely hear that slide. That's why I know somebody goes up. Yeah, and then those are all the pieces you need to play the song. So use your earballs and figure out where they go. The let it shine, I'm gonna let it shine is the same as the chorus. I'm gonna let it shine, I'm gonna let it shine. Never, never, never shine on me, oh yeah. Right, that part. And then it ends with on that note, so it's like a false resolve That would have been way too cheesy for Collective Soul because they have enough cheese in their other songs, and I mean that in a good way, of course. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play Shine by Collective Soul. So if that one was for you, I hope you had a nice time, because I sure did. And thank you, Barcode Ali, for the request, and thank you for being here. And I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.